Thank you for inviting me tonight, Lenny, Bill, and the PDA leadership and the organization in general. I'm very honored to be here to be able to share with you exactly what the campaign for state representative in the 23rd District is all about. Just a little bit about myself. My background is I've been working in nonprofit social service. I've worked mostly with young people and in schools as a teacher, as a mentor. I've been a community organizer. I've been a parent organizer. I just recently was working at the Little Village Lawndale High School, where many of you may know this story, where there was a hunger strike to get this school created on the southwest side. I was also part of that several years back, not as a hunger striker, but as a supporter. I grew up in the Little Village community. I still live there to this day. I am very proud to have come from a very politically active family. Growing up as a child, watching my father at the time, Rudy Lozano Jr, run for alderman and be one of the first Latinos to support Harold Washington in building a multiracial coalition that would fight for the needs and interests of working people and working communities in this city. And I can recall getting my first summer job through the summer jobs program that Harold Washington initiated. It was the first time in the city of Chicago that money or funding, shall we say, our tax dollars were taken away from downtown and special interests and put back into communities. I was also raised with the value that electoral politics is really about, much like what Jeremy was saying, it's about movement building. It's about developing our political leadership. It's about flexing our political power collectively in the name of working people and working families. It's about a vehicle for us to get involved and be a part of the decision making that happens in our country, in our city, in our neighborhoods. And that's what the campaign that I'm a part of is all about. The campaign for the 23rd District of Illinois is about getting people involved. It's about creating activism at the grassroots level, about engaging young people, but also people who essentially feel that electoral politics is not for them. These are the people that we actually want to target. We want to say this campaign is about getting rid of business as usual politicians. And so I do associate myself as someone who needs to work within the Democratic Party, but I very much distinguish myself as someone who is independent and progressive of the machine itself. And so we really need to find the way to get within that party and fight from both outside and within. And someone who has been a lifelong activist, who's come from a family of activists, I'm very proud of my aunt, who is also a leader in the immigrant rights movement here in Chicago and across the country. It's an important movement in terms of the immigrant rights struggle because it is also about workers' rights. And we know that at the end of the day, what's important is that we are fighting for working families, that we're fighting for working communities, that we're standing up for people who don't have always the possibility to pull on the ears of elected officials, right? We don't have the money, we don't have the power, but collectively we do, right? In unity, we have the power to organize and to seek offices that will provide us the leadership and allow us to develop our base and our communities and advance the struggle for social justice and equity in the city of Chicago. We have to continue to fight for social justice, for multiracial unity. This campaign is about putting leadership in the State House that will fight for resources, that will fight for some of the issues that were mentioned today. Healthcare for all, healthcare reform in this country, and particularly at the state level. We need to prevent as much as possible and protect homeowners and future homeowners from foreclosures and predatory lending practices. We need to ensure that our public school system is adequately and equitably funded across the state, not just money given towards charter schools. We also need to continue to protect and advance affordable housing in this state. And so these are some of the issues, just some of the issues that our campaign is fighting for, that we are standing up for. Of course, we need all of the support that we can get, and I would very much appreciate the endorsement and the support of PDA, because I know and I've heard that you do great work, and you've gone out all over the state of Illinois and sometimes out of the state of Illinois to make sure that progressive Democrats are elected, that you're willing to go and fight the good fight. And I want you to know that this is going to be a good fight. This will be a battle for progressives here in the state of Illinois. This is a fight that everybody should get involved with. The issue in terms of just looking at the sheer numbers in this campaign is that this is a winnable, very, very winnable election. The issue is that in a lot of the district, people don't come out to vote. I don't believe in voter apathy. I think that people don't vote when they don't have a viable option. So most people feel, well, so-and-so doesn't have a chance, why should I vote? It doesn't matter if I vote. And the difference here is that what we need to do is convince people that it does matter. And it's not just about winning the seats. It's about standing up and building leadership and building a base that for future generations, that they have something to build off of, so that we as a community, as a district, can start fighting for what we deserve. You know, this campaign in a nutshell is about building leadership. It's about the next wave of political leadership in this city, the next generation. This is about putting an end to corruption and holding elected officials accountable. And this is about getting people involved. For me, this campaign is about bringing actual resources to our community. It's really important that we have political representation that actually represents our communities. Thank you.